Carra, Brandon, Anthony, thank you for doing this. And for you three, I have a different sort of questions because I may or may not be a licensed private investigator. So what I want to know in watching you all on camera is how much training or on-set instruction you got related to law enforcement. Carra, can you go first?
Oh yeah, from the beginning, even before we started filming, I got to meet with U.S. Marshals and really learn, what it takes to become a marshal and some of the do's and don'ts of the job. And they had a marshal there on set to consult almost every day, but definitely for the action scenes to be sure that, a marshal wouldn't watch this and be like, hey, that's not real. So yeah, the Matt Nix and the whole creative team, they took it very seriously and we all really dived in to make it as true as we could.
Brandon, you got anything to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, I'd also played like a federal agent on another show. So I had a little bit of previous knowledge about, playing law enforcement. So I kind of piggybacked on that a little bit. All at the same time, like my character is so out there, like there's nothing typically agenty about Xavier. And I really wanted to sort of lean into that too.
I appreciate that Xavier gives the shaka.
Yeah.
And what about you, Anthony? What's your history with all that?
Yeah, I mean, I've done tons of procedurals, and so I've trained with every agency from the NYPD to the Los Angeles Police Department to the FBI, and then I got the chance. Now I'm playing a U.S. Marshal and talking to our tech advisor about that. I basically learned that all other agencies other than the Marshals are wusses, right? So basically the Marshals are the best agency out there. And, everyone else pales in comparison. So
until I play an FBI agent.
Until I play an FBI agent again.
Then they are the best. Yes, Marshals are the best.
And then sending it back, but starting with Anthony this time, what about working with animals? Are you used to working with dogs or is this a new experience?
I worked with a dog early on in my career, but it was nothing like this. It's a wild ride, man. We told all you just have to be prepared for anything. You need to know your stuff backwards and forwards, because the minute you might think what is going to happen, and the minute that these dogs get on set, it's like they're going to go this way instead of that way. They're going to do this and that. So you just have to be prepared. And you've got the amazing animal trainers on the show. They've got toys and things to get their attention, and so you're just dealing with a huge amount of distractions, but at the same time it's super liberating, as we were talking about before, because it's an improv, right? And the creators were cool enough or smart enough and confident enough to allow us to kind of improv with the dogs. So you get a lot of magic that happens, kind of, you capture lightning in a bottle because it's just happened that one time. And that's hopefully where, the show lives, is mining those moments.
Brandon, can you weigh in on that one?
Yeah, I starred in the straight to DVD classic Dr. Dolittle 5, I think, opposite Kyla Pratt. I'm sure all of you have seen it multiple times.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was my first experience working with dogs. You know what? This was easier though, and I don't know if because Josh was so good with the dog, but it wasn't I felt like it didn't really make our days much longer. And I know we had a whole second unit as well, which they shot with just dogs. So we never really got bogged down with them, and the stuff that they couldn't get with us, they would just get it on the second unit. I think that was really, really valuable.
And Carra, before I ask everyone the last question, your take on the dogs and the working with the animals?
I was nervous at first because I'd never worked with dogs. And, they always say, you don't want to work with kids or animals. And I was carrying a kid and I was going to be working with an animal. But it was, I love improv, just me as an actor. I like being able to think on my feet. And I like being able to mix it up, certain jobs. When you can get stuck into a tone or you can get stuck into your shtick as an actor, and, the dogs don't allow that. I got to know my lines and then be game to mix it up. So that was a lot of fun for me. So I loved it.
And then the last question for all three of you, we'll start with Carra first. what is your favorite Reginald VelJohnson cop movie? Because there's a few of them.
Oh my God. I'm gonna say Turner and Hooch.
Brandon?
You know what? I didn't know he was in a bunch of cop movies. I've only seen him in Turner. Was he in Die Hard?
Die Hard 1 and 2.
I was about to. I didn't want to say the wrong one.
I'm gonna take Die Hard, Carra. Too late.
Dang it.
I'm gonna take Die Hard.
Anthony?
I'm going to take Die Hard, the Christmas movie.
And that second episode, which we all saw you in without spoiling anything, great nods to Die Hard throughout that episode.
Yeah.
I'm hoping all of you picked up on those references, but if not, I guess next December you're going to watch that, and then you'll rewatch this episode. But the bottom line is congratulations to you all on a great, funny, heartwarming show, and looking forward to what's coming next from all of you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Paltrocast.